My name is Shadow X, and today I'm doing What If Naruto Was an Assassin Part 1. In this What If, Naruto realizes what it means to be a ninja very young, when two Genins try to kill Naruto on his 5th birthday. When this happens, Naruto fears for his life, which sends him into his mindscape. When Naruto meets the Nine-Tailed Fox, Naruto falls on his ass and starts to fear the Nine-Tails. This is when the Nine-Tails says in a deep voice, "I need you to live, so don't die. To save your life, I'm gonna give you some of my power, but I'm not gonna take control." When hearing this, Naruto says thank you. Naruto exits his mindscape. Then when he does that, he catches a punch from one of the Genin, crushing the Genin's fist. Then Naruto punches the other Genin, knocking him out. Naruto starts to head home, and he is stopped by a villager saying, "How dare you hurt those two ninja, you demon brat," which makes Naruto very mad. Then Naruto says, "How dare you? They're the ones who tried to kill me and I just stopped them." Then Naruto punches the villager straight in the face. Then the villager starts to cough up blood. After doing this, Naruto runs away. When Naruto gets home, he locks the door, and then he loses his Nine-Tails chakra. Later that night, Naruto starts to fall asleep in his head, but he is sent into his mindscape and he sees the Nine-Tailed Fox. Naruto says, "Thank you for today." Then the Nine-Tailed Fox says, "My name is Kurama, and you are welcome, Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto says, "How do you know my name?" And Kurama says, "I've been with you since you were born." Naruto says, "Is my last name Uzumaki?" Then Kurama says, "Your whole name is Naruto Uzumaki." Then he says, "There are not many Uzumakis left, because your clan was one of the strongest because of their abilities." Naruto asks what were their abilities, and Kurama says, "Firstly, they had the adamantine chains, and secondly, their sealing jutsu were the absolute best. They also had gigantic chakra reserves." Then Naruto says, "Thank you, thank you, Kurama." Then leaves his mindscape and goes to sleep. After Naruto he wakes up, he goes to the library and goes to the library to find out more of his clan. Find out more about his clan. When Naruto arrives, some villagers start to call him a demon. Naruto just ignores these comments. When Naruto finds a book about the Uzumaki clan, he spends the whole day reading about his clan. After Naruto finishes all the books at the library on the Uzumaki, he heads home to find a note from the Hokage summoning him to the Hokage's office. Naruto heads to the Hokage's office to find the Hokage with one Jonin beside him. Naruto says, "Old man, why did you summon me?" The third Hokage says, "Naruto, you broke one ninja's hand and you knocked another one out, and you also punched a villager in the face." Naruto says, "They were calling me a demon, just because I have the Nine-Tailed Fox inside me." The third Hokage says, "How do you know?" Then Naruto replies, "He saved my life from being killed by them. And if you just want to tell me that I did something wrong, then I'm leaving." Naruto starts to leave, and the Hokage shouts saying, "Naruto, come back here." Then Naruto says, "If you're not going to use my full name, don't say my name." Then Naruto starts to head home. The next morning, Naruto starts to train on taijutsu for 4 months, and with Naruto's iron will, he starts training from dawn till dusk. The next 4 months, Naruto is training in chakra control. He knows how to do this because he went to the library and found a book on chakra control. Because Naruto's training, he has mastered chakra control, and he can use water walking and tree walking. The next 4 months, he's training in jutsus, and has mastered the clone jutsu, the substitution jutsu, water walking, tree walking. During these 4 months, Naruto finds out what his chakra natures are, and they are wind, water, and lightning. So Naruto has 2 jutsus of each, and this is lightning style, lightning fang, lightning style, lightning rod, water style, water wave, water style, water blade, wind style, gale palm, and wind style, vacuum blade. Once Naruto has mastered all of these, he starts learning sealing jutsu of the Uzumaki for the next 4 months. After Naruto has had 1 year of serious training, he is now 6 and decides to enter himself into the academy. When Naruto enters, Iruka says, "This is Naruto Uzumaki. He is starting the academy today." Then Naruto heads to the back of the class and sits down. 1 week later, the academy has their first taijutsu class. So Naruto says, "Alright, this might be good." Iruka says, "Naruto Uzumaki versus Sasuke Uchiha. Then Naruto quickly rushes behind Sasuke, but everyone else said, "Where'd he go?" Not even Iruka said, "I can't even keep up with him with his speed." Then Naruto says, "Water Star, Water Blade." Then water emerges from the ground, forming into a razor-sharp sword. Then Naruto slightly cuts Sasuke's neck. Then Iruka says Naruto Uzumaki is the winner. Then Sasuke starts to bleed out of his neck. Iruka says, "Naruto, you went too far." Then Naruto says, "I didn't, because he's still alive." Then all the girls rush over to Sasuke, saying that kid must have cheated. Then Naruto says, "I didn't cheat, I just wanted to use some of my strength. I wasn't even able to use my full power." Then Sasuke says, "You're a liar." Then Naruto says, "Whew. If I went full out, he would have been dead in 1 second." Then Naruto releases some of his bloodlust. This scares everyone in the class, including Iruka. Then Naruto says, "I'm out of here." Then Naruto disappears, heading to his training ground. When Naruto arrives at his training ground, he says, "Water Star, Water Blade." Then Naruto uses Lightning Style, Lightning Rod. The two jutsus start to combine. Then Naruto says, "This is going to be interesting to use." Then Naruto starts training on his Kenjutsu. The next day, Naruto heads back to the academy, and when he heads into the class, he goes to sit back at the class as he usually does. But Iruka brings the third Hokage in to the class and says, He is here, Lord Third." Lord Third says, "Naruto, you went too far yesterday." Then Naruto replies saying, "I didn't go too far, he's still alive, isn't he? Sure, he might have lost a bit of blood, but that's nothing. And I didn't even use my true strength." Lord Third says, "Your true strength." Then Naruto says, "Kurama, lend me some of your chakra." Then Naruto's body is engulfed in the One Tail's cloak. When seeing this, Iruka says, "You're a demon." So Naruto uses Water Style, Water Blade, and Lightning Style, Lightning Rod. The two jutsus combine. Then Naruto says, "Storm Style, Blade of Devastation." Then Naruto rushes at Iruka, but then stops, saying, "Your death would be pointless." Then he replies saying, then Naruto releases the jutsu and the One Tail's cloak. Then say, "Both of you, you two know I'm way above the other people around me, including you, Iruka." Then Lord Third says, "Naruto, I'm graduating you, and your team is going to be Team 7. So here is your headband." Then Naruto says, "Thank you, Lord Third." When Naruto arrives at the academy the next day, he heads into a room full of 12-year-olds. Then Naruto is still 6. Iruka says, "All of you are graduating today, so here are your teams." In Team 7 is Naruto Uzumaki and 2 unimportant ninja. They wait for the instructor, so it takes 1 hour for him to arrive. For the instructor to arrive. When he arrives, the instructor says, "I'm the instructor for Team 7, so meet me on the roof." Then Naruto opens the window, jumps out, and climbs onto the roof. His teammates take 5 minutes to arrive. The instructor says, "My name is Kakashi Hatake, so you three, would you like to introduce yourself?" The two ninjas say a bunch of useless crap. But what Naruto says is a lot different from canon. Naruto says, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki. It's my goal to be the strongest, and I want to be a perfect Jinchuriki." This shocks everyone around him, saying, "So you're the demon." Then Naruto activates One Tail's cloak. Then uses Water Style, Water Blade in both hands, and holding 2 Water Blades up to the 2 Genin's necks. Then Kakashi says, "Naruto, stop." Alright, this is where I'm going to end off part 1 of What If Naruto Was an Assassin. This has been Shadow X, hope you enjoyed.